My neighbor is from Afghanistan, and he has been telling me some very horrible things. Last week, as the US was leaving Afghanistan after we'd been there for 20 years, the Taliban, which is a political and military group, took over the entire country and eventually made it to the capital, where they ran the government out of the country and declared themselves the government of Afghanistan. They did this really fast, faster than the US thought they would. Here's this map by Emperor Tiger Star showing just the last few months of Afghanistan, going from Afghan-controlled, which is green, to Taliban-controlled, which is white.
CNN.
He told me to cover my face.
One of the first things the Taliban did was hold a press conference where they assured the people of Afghanistan that they would not be going after revenge on whoever worked for the United States or NATO or any other outside country.
Because we have announced general amnesty for everyone, the security forces from senior to the junior level. And this fear or this hysteria that has taken place is unfounded.
This right here, this is actually what I want to talk about in this short video. I'm not making an explainer on Afghanistan. I just want to make one thing clear. When I heard the Taliban speak in this way and talk about how they're different now and how they actually want to build an inclusive society, I wanted to believe them. I think a lot of us wanted to believe, like, well, what if they have changed?
Our women have the same rights. They can work in different sectors on the basis of our rules and regulations, in education and health and other areas. There will be no discrimination against women.
But then my neighbor came over last night. He and his wife and 2 children moved from Afghanistan just a couple of years ago. They were US contractors, worked for the US government, and their families are currently still in Afghanistan.
I was working hardly to make something for our community, for ourselves, but we lost everything.
What I learned in this conversation is that we should not believe the Taliban. They are lying. They're putting on a show of inclusion and change in the name of trying to get international recognition for their new self-declared country. But in reality, they are actually seeking revenge and imposing their dogmatic rule on everyone around them, and especially targeting those who were a part of the US military or civilian operations. They're going door to door hunting for anyone who was involved with the US, which is why you see scenes like this, people fleeing at whatever cost.
My brother, he used to work with US government contracts, direct and indirect, since 2010. My mother-in-law, he worked with US government contracts from 2013, and some other colleagues. They are searching house by house to find their targeted people. They are saying, if you do not give me the person who used to work with this country, we are going to kill like family members. This is what it makes fear to our family.
It's easy to read the news and to package this up in our minds as just an issue that's happening far away that has to do with geopolitics and history and newsy things. But after talking to my neighbor last night, it was a stark reminder that this is human lives. People who have fled their homes, who are living in hiding right now, who are scared for their lives. Children who now live in the shadows and live in fear. And people who will do anything to escape their country, where they have roots and culture and connections. It doesn't matter because their life is in danger.
That's the reason that they have moved from their like permanent resident, and they are living like few nights one place just to hide out. They are living in fear. And anytime, even if they are not in their like permanent residence, like their own house, someone is knocking the door, they feel that Yeah, the Taliban is there and they are coming after them.
When I thinking about my 16 years old sister, it's very hard for me to think about.
I'm going to think about how I can tell the story of Afghanistan and how it turned out like this. That is a story that needs to be told and understood. But today I'm making this video just to tell you to remember that as you read about this and look into it, you should not believe anything the Taliban is saying. They're lying. They're lying to deceive all of us so that they can continue their brutal rule towards the people that they now control. I also want you to remember to think of this not just as another breaking news bit, but as real lives, people suffering, people living in fear. That's what this story is, and it's playing out right now.